Reason 5,284 why I love this country. Good morning. I've been here a few days now and there's just this unexplainable comfort I feel in this country. And also, I think if there's a food heaven, this might be it. I mean, everywhere you go, you're just a stone throw away from good food. Like, literally, everywhere. Today's just gonna be like a wandering around day for me. I have an idea of where I wanna go and what I wanna eat. So I'm gonna do that and basically everything that looks good along the way. First stop, this is breakfast for me. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. This place, fish soup, supposed to be amazing. And look at the line. I'm gonna go for the #2 mackerel sliced fish soup. And it's lower in calories. I'll take a #2 with minced meat. Okay. Yeah, you gotta get the minced meat in the fish soup. A little surf and turf. It smells incredible. Wow. As soon as I take a sip, the Chinese word 鲜 just pops into my mind. It just means like everything tastes so fresh. And fish soup, the best ones, they're not heavy. They're light, flavorful. You can taste the fish. The flavors are so subtle with a hint of fat and gelatinous flavor from the minced meat. This really enhances the turf part of the soup. The pork is really making its presence known in the soup. Just take a sip and you know that's in there. And the fish, look at this. Beautiful, flaky, white fillet. Tender, delicate. And there's so much flavor in the fillet itself. Other elements of the soup, I see some fish cakes, some veggies, and I want to just take like a all-encompassing spoonful. Wow, this is not just a typical bowl of fish soup. I mean, the flavor is as deep as where these fish used to swim before they ended up in my bowl. Just that one bite, you got that delicate fish fillet. You got the chewy, fatty texture of the pork. They have this little thing of hot sauce where you can dip the fish in. It's spicy and the soy adds a nice amount of umami flavor. Chase that with some rice. This is how you should wake up in the morning. And the thing is, this is not just yummy, this is good for you. Also, what I love about this place, like many places in Singapore, and this is why I love this country. So many of these places, family run. This place has been open for over 30 years. All they do is fish soup. This is how you get really, really good at something, how you kind of imprint your knowledge and passion into a staple food item that would just transcend the ages. And that's exactly what they have done here. Wow. So good. Such a good start to this day. Also, what I love about the food scene in Singapore is that it's just a mix of all different types of cultures. Cut curry rice. This might be my first time eating curry rice in Singapore. There you go, that's where the scissors cut come from. This is the sauciest plate of rice I have ever held in my hands. Just overflowing with curry. You got some pork belly here, chopped up pork belly, chopped up chicken wing. Oh man, look at this curry-soaked rice. And the curry is incredibly, incredibly thick. I think he put a couple different type of sauce on my rice. Here's the breakfast #2. The curry has a gooey consistency. Look at this. It's gooey curry. Try a bite with some of the pork belly. Oh, that pork belly is so good. The texture is fantastic. They cured this, and this thing is like a flavor capsule. You take a bite, and everything just releases. Just the curry and rice, the flavor is good, but it kind of tastes like my rice ran into the ghost of curry past, and it just got ectoplasm all over it. The texture is just a little too much for me. But with the pork belly, it cuts down on that gooiness a bit, and you can really taste the flavor of the curry, which is immense, a little spicy, very aromatic. Oh, the pork cutlet, that's amazing as well. So with the meat, the texture changes a lot. And the flavor, especially with the pork, it's so nice because you got that nice fatty taste to it. You get a hint of that smokiness from the bacon. The cutlet, still crispy, very porky. I don't think I like the chicken as much, but man, this pork belly does wonders. This altogether is a great dish. And speaking of roasted meats, after this, I'm going to a Chinese barbecue place that I think at least 20 people, 20 locals have told me I've got to try. And they're about to open, so I got to finish this up and I'm gonna head over there. This place brings back memories. Old Airport Road Hawker Center. One of the most popular hawker centers in Singapore. And there's a place I apparently missed out on last time. I guess all I gotta do is look for the lines because it's really popular. This place, great lure meat, as evident by the crazy long line. Oh, there it is. Roast Paradise. Oh, the line's not that long yet. Oh, this is great. Again, another stall that's been here over 40 years, almost 50 years. In this place, probably the most recommended from you guys when I ask where I should go eat. They smoke everything in that big oven right over there. Thank you, thank you. I love good char siu. So if this is as good as everyone say it is, I'm gonna be a really, really happy man. A couple things I noticed I love already, they roast everything on site. Like, as you're eating, they're roasting new pork. So everything is just as fresh as it can possibly be. I got the char siu, obviously, and then I got some roasted pig. And this comes with a nice crunchy outer skin. Fatty meat. Oh man, that's juicy. And the char siu, beautiful charred reddish color on the outside. And I could already tell just by looking at it, this thing is so fatty and tender. Look at this bad boy sweat. It's like this thing just ran a marathon. Oh man, this is gonna be a juicy piece of char siu. This might give waffle number one a run for its money. I'm gonna start off with the roast pig because I like to save the best for last. Crispy skin, really flavorful meat. It's stronger than I thought. Oh, by the way, that rice, I think this is a garlic rice. Oh, that is just marvelous. I'm gonna give this a little dip. The skin has the most delightful crunch. I feel like the bottom meat, the lean meat, is a little bit dry, but still very flavorful. But I think the best thing about this is the skin. This skin is absolutely perfect. I mean, celebrities should be asking this thing for its skin secrets. All right, we all know why we're here. It's not the roast pig. It's this baby right here. Wow, sweet, wonderfully charred, so extremely juicy. You see that beautiful smoke ring? The meat is a little chewy on the outside, as it should be, and just melt in your mouth, juicy and tender, full of smoky flavor, perfect amount of sweet and savory. I don't think this could be cooked more perfectly than it is right now. The roast pig is good, but I wish I just got all char siu. Like seriously, don't make my mistake next time. And this whole meal, the rice is so good. They could have got lazy and just give us white rice and nobody would complain. But they went ahead and brought out some garlicky chicken rice. All this for about $4. Reason 5,284 why I love this country. I just had a piece. That was almost all charred. It's kind of like this right here. It's just the most flavorful, burning, smoky part of the char siu. I feel like today my taste buds just got progressively happier. Thank you to all those who recommended I come here. One of the best char siu I ever had, maybe the best. I'm gonna have to say, it's better than Wafeng. If this place moved to New York, Wafeng will become What Feng. What a great meal. This thing deserves a round of applause from me. You're in Singapore, come eat this. Oh, I don't even know how I'm gonna eat for the rest of the day. But I still got a long food day ahead of me. And next up, I don't think I've had chicken rice in a long time. Every time I come to Singapore, I go to Tian Tian Chicken Rice. I wanna go try something new. And this is where it first started for me. My first hawker center experience, last time I was in Singapore, Maxwell Hawker Center. The famous Tian Tian Hainanese chicken rice, the one I always go to whenever I come to Singapore. The place I'm going to this time, not a single person in line. First impression, chicken very, very tender. Looks pretty juicy. Rice seems very fluffy and aromatic. I can smell the aroma from here. Let's see how it compares. Chicken has good flavor. It tastes very clean, but it was also a bit on the dry end. The second thinner piece was a lot better than that much thicker piece. The flavor is also, I feel like, much milder than Tian Tian's. That rice is amazing. Wow, so flavorful. Let me try the chicken with a dipping sauce. Yeah, the chicken is a bit dry. It's been a year since I had Chen. I'm gonna go get some right now and compare, so I can be a little more accurate. Two chicken rices have eaten here, and this is from Tian Tian, this is from Tai. I've been trying to find a chicken rice place that's better than Tian Tian. I was hoping like Tai would be it, but like I said, the meat was a little dry. Let me see if it's the same thing here with Tian Tian. White meat on both, at least according to the plastic fork test, seem more tender and juicy than Tai's. The chicken is much juicier, more flavorful than Tai's. And the rice, great chicken ginger flavor, but side to side taste test, I think Tian Tian is still better. But let me know what you guys think, especially you locals. You probably ate at both places before. Let me know which one you like better. Also, is Tian Tian the best Hainanese chicken rice in Singapore? Is there some place better I should try? Let me know because I want to try some place new. I don't particularly enjoy waiting in line for that long. All right, now that I got my chicken rice craving out of the way, I need something sweet. I've been eating a lot today, and there's just a couple more things on the agenda. One of the places is really interesting. They only serve food from midnight to 3 a.m. It's about 9:30 now, so I just want to go somewhere, grab some dessert, and wait for that place to open. This is a very traditional dessert place. Teochew desserts. All right, I got a ton of dessert items. This is a lime and honey ice drink. This thing comes with a little calamansi, lychee, and grass jelly. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Whenever I see this on the menu, I always get it. Mango sago with a scoop of mango ice cream. Got some mochi balls. This is a mochi ball and ginger soup. Let's start with this. This is melting badly. Mango sago with mango ice cream. Oh, that's exactly what I need right now. Oh my gosh, it's so refreshing. This mango sago is so good. Mangoes here are just the juiciest, sweetest on the planet. Love the little sago pearls. It's just a nice bit of chew, and the ice cream provides that extra creaminess. Lime and honey ice drink. I was kind of worried it's gonna be too sweet, but it's just perfect amount of sweetness. I love the little aloe. So far, so good. You never go wrong with grass jelly. Know what I'm saying? They make like these mochi balls in both peanuts and sesame, and it's covered in coconut. I just got a nice sesame one. Oh, it's so fragrant. And then the soupy one, which is the more traditional rice ball. Oh man, wow. That actually goes great with that ginger soup, which is pretty spicy, but God, that rice ball is good. All right, now that I'm cooled down, got some sweets in me, I'm feeling pretty good. One more thing we gotta try. Last meal of the day, I am at Bukit Merah View Market. It's about midnight, still some vendors open, but we're looking for a specific place. Oh, it's right over there. Just wanna say, this is fairly creepy. It's like a bunch of stuffed animals with their souls sucked out, right? And this is the place, Li Yong Tau Foo. And Yong Tau Foo, if you never had it, it's a Hakka cuisine, and it's tofu with meat stuffed inside. And this place supposedly does it the best here in Singapore. And I got lucky because there's no line right now. Usually there's a huge line, and this place only opens from midnight to 3 a.m. Really lucky. Again, food god smiling down on me. So what you do here is you choose all these ingredients, anything you want. So he's basically chopping up all the ingredients I got into this metal bowl. And there's the broth right there. All sorts of innards in there. And there's the soup going in. And I heard when you come here, you gotta get the soup. Here is the massive bowl with all the ingredients I put in, plus more, because he added some veggies, little anchovies, and everything I got is chopped up and added into this lake of ingredients. Some chilies in there as well now. And also I got a huge cut of bacon, and that's what it looks like now when it's rehydrated. And what you do is they give you a little bowl, scoop some of the stuff in. Oh man, that was just like an electric shock of flavor. That flavor lightning bolt hit me straight in the taste buds. And the body of this broth is so good, it could be on the front page of every single fitness magazine in the world. Oh, I did not expect how good this is. Like I said, the soup is peppery. I can taste the pork, a little bit of seafood flavor. This will make you really, really happy. Oh my goodness, such a surprising dish. I mean, and that's just the broth. I didn't even start on the ingredients yet. I got some veggies. Man, that veggie soaked up all that broth. It's spicy because of the pepper. White pepper is in here. And this looks like fish cake with a little batter on the outside. Fish cakes are so light and bouncy. This is the only Spam I like in my life. The fish cakes are all so incredibly light. I don't know if they make the fish cakes here, but if they do, these people are cooking wizards. This thing already is a masterpiece, but I'm gonna just gonna dip it in this spicy sauce a little bit. Oh man, the spice adds a whole other meaning to the word deliciousness. And it really cuts through the wonderful flavor of the broth and it adds more dimension to it. And then you got the pork belly. Holy bacon, that's amazing. That piece of pork belly is already so delicious on its own. Having soaked in this magical elixir of a broth, everything just gets better. I feel like if you took a bath in this broth, you come out 10 years younger. There's something just so magical about this. I am just overwhelmed by how delicious everything is. Basically, this is the food equivalent of my soulmate. And I'm glad this place opens at midnight because it's pretty cool now. I can't imagine like trying to eat this like 100-degree heat. And I was feeling a little under the weather, so I almost didn't come here. I think this thing just healed me. Last meal of the day might be the best meal of the day. Because I was reading online, I was like, okay, a place opens at midnight till 3 a.m. How good could it be? It's flipping amazing. This is the grand food finale with a surprising twist. I mean, when I first took a sip of broth, it was like Jacob falling in love with Bella's baby shocking. Like, what the heck? Seriously, I'm not really a Twilight fan. I just find it incredibly cheesy. But guys, as always, all the places I went to is listed for you in my description box below. New t-shirt designs are in if you haven't heard. If you love tofu fighting as much as I do. Tofu fighting! Yun tofu! This is food serendipity right here. Anyway, the store info is also listed for you in my description box below. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again. See you later.
A few moments later.
I'm so happy, I'm so sleepy, I'm so full. Now I kind of wish I didn't have that mochi ball.